Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Daily English Practice Channel. I'm your host, Anna, and I am feeling absolutely wonderful today. How are you doing, David?
Oh, Anna, I am doing fantastic. Better than fantastic. I'm energized. I've got my coffee, I've got my microphone, and most importantly, I've got our amazing listeners here with us.
That's the spirit. Today, guys, we have a very special episode. We're talking about how to talk about your life in English. This is such a vital skill, isn't it, David?
It really is. Whether you are at a job interview, a party, or just meeting a new friend, people always ask, "So, what's your story?" Or "What have you been up to lately?"
Exactly. And today, we're going to help you move beyond just saying, I am a student or I work in an office. We want to help you tell stories. We're going to share some of our own real life stories, including some very embarrassing work blunders and social mishaps to show you how it's done.
Oh boy, are we really sharing the blunders, Anna? My ego might not survive this episode.
Yes, David. For the sake of our listeners' education, we must share our mistakes. Remember, everyone, a blunder is just a fancy word for a careless or even a stupid mistake. A work blunder is a mistake you make at your job.
Well, if it helps our B1 learners, I'm an open book. Let's dive in.
Before we start the stories, let's look at our language toolbox. When we tell stories about our lives, David, what is the main tense we use?
We almost always use the past simple. For example, I went to the store or I met my boss. But to make it sound really natural, we use the past continuous for the background action.
Right. Like, I was walking down the street when I saw a dog. The walking part is the continuous background, and the saw is the specific event.
Great point. And don't forget the past perfect for things that happened even earlier. I had realized I had forgotten my keys.
Had forgotten. That's the past perfect. It shows one action happened before another action in the past. We'll see these in action in our stories today.
Okay, Anna, I'll go first. I have a classic work blunder. This happened about 5 years ago when I was working, notice the past continuous there, at a big marketing firm.
Ooh, a marketing firm. Very professional. What happened?
Well, I had stayed up late the night before preparing a big presentation for a new client. I was exhausted. The next morning, I rushed into the conference room. I was trying to be cool and confident.
Oh no, trying to be cool is always where the trouble starts.
You're telling me. I walked into the room and I saw the CEO of the client's company. I wanted to impress him. I reached for my laptop, but at the same time, I reached for my steaming hot cup of coffee.
Ugh, David, please tell me you didn't.
I did. I knocked the entire cup of coffee right onto the CEO's white shirt. It wasn't just a splash, Anna. It was a monsoon of caffeine.
A monsoon. That's a great descriptive word. A monsoon is a very heavy rain, so David is using it here as a metaphor to say there was a lot of coffee.
Exactly. I felt so awkward. Awkward is that uncomfortable feeling when you don't know what to do or say because something embarrassing happened. I just stood there with my mouth open.
So what did you do? Did you use any saving grace expressions?
Well, I immediately started apologizing. I said, "I'm so incredibly sorry. Please forgive my clumsiness." That's a good phrase for learners. Forgive my clumsiness.
That is a great phrase. Clumsiness is the noun form of clumsy, which means you drop things or trip often. So, did you get fired?
Believe it or not, the CEO started laughing. He said, "Don't worry, David. I had been meaning to buy a new shirt anyway." He was so kind about it. It turned into a funny story rather than a disaster.
That's a perfect example of a story. You use the past continuous, I was working, the past perfect, I had stayed up, and the past simple, I knocked. Okay, David, your turn. Give us a story about social awkwardness.
Oh, I have a good one. Have you ever seen someone you thought you knew and you acted like their best friend only to realize it wasn't them?
The false identity blender. Yes, tell us more.
Last month, I was shopping at the grocery store. I saw a woman from behind who looked exactly like my old high school friend Sarah. I hadn't seen Sarah in years.
Oh, this is going to be painful.
I ran up behind her and gave her a huge bear hug. I shouted, "Sarah, I can't believe it's you. You look so different."
A bear hug is a very tight, strong hug. And was it Sarah?
No, David, it was not Sarah. It was a complete stranger. She turned around looking absolutely terrified and said, "Who are you? Please let go of me."
Oh, David, I would have died of embarrassment. I would have wanted the ground to swallow me up. That's a perfect idiom. I wanted the ground to swallow me up. It means you are so embarrassed you want to disappear. I just turned bright red and started stammering.
To stammer means to speak with a lot of pauses or repetitions because you're nervous, like, I'm sorry.
Exactly. I stammered out, I am so sorry. I mistook you for someone else.
I mistook you for someone else. That's a very formal and useful way to apologize for a mistake like that.
She was okay after I explained, but I sprinted out of that aisle so fast I didn't even buy my milk.
Let's do a quick role play for our listeners. Imagine we are at a party and I'm asking you about your week. Listen for the tenses, guys. Hey, Anna, good to see you. How has your week been? Anything exciting happen?
Oh, you won't believe it. I had a bit of a mishap at the gym on Tuesday.
A mishap? What happened?
Well, I was running on the treadmill. I had been running for about 20 minutes when I tripped on my own shoelaces.
Oh no, did you fall?
I didn't just fall, David. I flew off the back of the treadmill. Luckily, a very handsome trainer caught me before I hit the floor.
Talk about a silver lining. A silver lining is a good thing that comes out of a bad situation.
Exactly. We ended up talking for 30 minutes. It turned a bad moment into a great one.
Great job. Notice how Anna said, I had been running. That's the past perfect continuous. It describes an action that was happening up until the moment she tripped.
Let's review some of the vocabulary we've used so far.
Number 1, blunder, a careless mistake.
Number 2, awkward, feeling uncomfortable or embarrassed.
Number 3, to mistake someone for, to think someone is a different person.
Number 4, a silver lining, a positive aspect of a negative situation.
Number 5, to want the ground to swallow you up, to feel extremely embarrassed.
David, let's talk about hobbies. When people ask about our lives, they often ask, what do you do for fun?
That's right. Instead of saying, I like reading, you can say, I'm a voracious reader, or I'm into historical fiction.
I'm into is a very common phrasal verb. It just means I like or I am interested in. For example, David, what are you into lately?
I've actually been getting into woodworking. I started a few months ago because I had seen some cool videos online.
See, past simple and past perfect again. I started because I had seen. You guys are getting the hang of this.
We can't talk about life without mentioning family. Family moments are usually the funniest. Anna, do you have a funny family story?
Oh, thousands. But here's a short one. My dad is a bit absent-minded.
Absent-minded? That means he forgets things easily or isn't paying attention to what he's doing.
Exactly. Last Thanksgiving, he was preparing the turkey. He was so busy talking to my aunts that he put his car keys inside the turkey and put the turkey in the oven.
No way! He cooked his keys?
He did. We spent 2 hours looking for the keys so we could go pick up my grandmother from the airport. We only found them when we took the turkey out to eat. They were piping hot.
Piping hot. That means very, very hot. Usually used for food or liquids.
It was a hilarious disaster. Hilarious is a much stronger word than funny. It means extremely funny.
That's a great tip for B1 learners. Use strong adjectives. Instead of very funny, use hilarious. Instead of very scared, use terrified. Instead of very hungry, use starving.
To wrap things up, let's give our friends 3 tips for telling their life stories in English.
Tip number 1. Set the scene. Use the past continuous to say what was happening at the beginning. The sun was shining, or I was working at my desk.
Tip number 2, use connecting words. Use words like suddenly, unexpectedly, then, and finally. This helps the listener follow the timeline.
And tip number 3, show your feelings. Don't just say what happened, say how you felt. Use words like I was mortified, I was thrilled, or I was puzzled.
Mortified is another great word for very embarrassed.
David, we've used a lot of embarrassment words today, haven't we? I think it's because those are the best stories.
They really are. They make us human and relatable.
Okay, time for a quick review. Anna, what does it mean if I say I mistook you for my brother?
It means you thought I was your brother by mistake.
Correct. And what is a work blunder?
That's a mistake you make at your job, like spilling coffee on a CEO.
I'm never gonna live that down, am I?
Never.
Well, that's all the time we have for today, everyone. We hope these stories helped you see how you can use past tenses and descriptive vocabulary to talk about your own life.
Remember, your life is full of stories. Don't be afraid to share them, even the awkward ones. They're the best for practicing English.
Now, we want to hear from you. Check out the description below and tell us in the comments, did something funny or embarrassing happen to you recently? Share your story in English. We will read them and reply to as many as we can.
We can't wait to read your stories. You guys are doing an amazing job with your English journey. Keep practicing, stay positive, and we will see you in the next episode.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Goodbye. See you next time.